Welcome to my kitchen. Today, what I'm preparing are some cake balls, and they are easy, sneezy, and you don't even have to turn on your oven. So what I have here is I took some golden Oreo cookies, and I crumbled them up and put them in my food processor, which is back here. And by the way, I'm getting ready to make another batch, so I'll show you how to make them all the way from scratch. And then you add 1 8-ounce package of Philadelphia cream cheese. Where's my cream cheese? Hold on, excuse me, honey. Philadelphia cream cheese. You make sure that it's at room temperature. You add that to your food processor, and you blend that together to where it looks like sand. And then you take your cookie dough, your cookie thing, and you just dip up, you roll your ball up, and you set that on a piece of parchment paper. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator for about 45 minutes. To let them get hard again, and then we're going to ice them. And when I get finished, you're not going to believe it. They're going to look like a professional made them, and I made them right here in my kitchen. My husband's in the kitchen helping me out. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Okay, so let's get started from the very beginning. Now, I'm the kind of person that I don't like to wash dishes when I'm in the kitchen, and as long as I'm using the same ingredients, I don't wash my food processor over and over again. So the first thing that I'm going to do is put on my food processor, and I usually use the one that's the chopper as my blade. Put that right in there. And then I'm going to get another package of my cookies out of my pantry. Well, I thought they were in my pantry. Where are those cookies? Oh, there they are over there. Isn't that funny? Okay. Now, so I'm going to take these cookies. And by the way, you can use any type of cream-filled cookie. You can use the chocolate Oreo cookies. You can use the Nutter Butters. Anything that has a cream filling is perfect for this recipe. So I just take them and I crumble them up in my food processor. And once I get these all crumbled up, then the next thing that I do is I'm going to add my cream cheese to it. Okay? You can stop while I'm doing this.
I didn't see you do that.
He did, but I'm just saying that, and then I move to my, okay. And another thing too about this, you know, if you drop one on the floor, don't worry about it. Never make any excuses like some chefs do or some cooks do, you know, oh, I'm sorry, that didn't turn out right or whatever, because you're basically cooking from love and from your heart. And people should just recognize that and just be happy that you're even providing them with a nice meal. So I never make any excuses. Okay, we've got those cookies in there and they're ready. So let's get the cream cheese going. And it's a whole package of cream cheese. I use Philadelphia cream cheese, but if you have another cream cheese that you like better, just go ahead and use that. Doesn't really make that big of a difference. But I would suggest to use a nice cookie, one that you know that you've used before, you know it tastes good, and then that way you don't have to worry about your cookies not tasting delicious once you make your cookies, your cake balls all the way up. So now I've got my cream cheese off in my food processor. Just 1 second. And then I take this and I just turn it on to pulse and just pulse and continue to do this until you have like a batter. Looking batter. See how easy this is? It's wonderful, and the kids love them. Your family will love them. They'll just be perfect. Let's look at that and see how that's coming along. Okay, coming along just fine. Let's give that another round. Now this worked a lot better on my first batch, but I'm going to have to give this a little help so it can get down off in that blade and finish mixing. There we go. There we go. We have it. Okay, come on around. There we go. suggestion, just from experience here, is to probably pulsate it more as opposed to just letting it run. I think it'll just help it to come together and form this wonderful cookie dough. And there you have it. Okay, we'll take that out of there. Make sure that you are careful with your blades so that it won't cut you, and get the rest of your ingredients off of there, because you want every licking spoonful. That just makes you more cake balls. Okay, so now I'm going to take my cake balls. Let me get my spatula over here, and I'm going to put this in a bowl so that I can work with it better. Now, if you prefer to just work straight out of your food processor, you can do that. I like having things in a bowl so that I can get to it a lot easier, and I don't have that little thing in the middle of my food processor getting in my way and preventing me from getting all my cookie dough out of there. Okay. Now we have it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just take a cookie sheet, and I'm going to put some parchment paper on it. Let me get my parchment paper. Of course, I'm unorganized, so just hold on a bit.
Here it is over here.
Okay, where is it? Oh, there it is, right there. Okay, thank you. Now, let's see here. Let's get us some parchment paper out right here. And just lay that on a cookie sheet. And once we have that on that cookie sheet, we're going to proceed with making us some cake balls. And you just get about that much in your hand and roll it around. If you want to make them a little bit smaller, you can. I think that's a little bit too much. So I'll pour that back off in there, and you just roll that and put that right on your cookie sheet. And you just continue this process until you get them all rolled up nice and pretty. Make sure you leave a little room in between so that you will be able to keep them from sticking together. Okay. Now notice I hadn't turned on my oven. I haven't done anything basically but let a lot of little electronic devices help me in making something that's going to really be beautiful and delicious. Also, I'm going to tell you about this recipe. If you wanted to make it look really Christmassy and real festive, you can take your almond bark, which is what we're going to use as our icing, and you can put some food coloring in it, red, green, and when you drizzle that over the almond bark, it will make them look real festive. Okay, well, we've got a lot to roll up here, so when we get back, we will start with the process of putting on the icing, melting the icing, and getting the icing on, and getting them ready so that you will, just in time for my party, which will be probably in a couple of hours. So I'll see you in just a bit.